Thankfully, it doesn't seem strong enough to cause any real harm, but it ate away a good portion of her outfit. It's not really a pretty sight. That's a pretty sight. What are you talking about, man? She says nothing. She doesn't even move. She's seized up completely under the foul substance, only occasionally blinking as the situation soaks in, literally. The rain of slime finally comes to an end, making it safe to step out. Though I have to be careful not to step into any of the slime. Ugh. I can't even begin to imagine how Hikari must feel. Hikari, are you okay? Not one word. But I said not one word. Her shoulders are visibly shaking. Uh-oh. The world might have survived the giant slime, but it looks like we might have someone else that's about to go on a rampage. My, this is quite a mess. Saki chirps in as she thinks from behind the rock too, a grin across her face. Saki, don't even. I wonder what they'd think of all this back home, I wasn't thinking straight. That beach ball you threw at me. Saki clicks her tongue and nimbly evades the slime across the sand as she approaches her partner, still bearing the same smug look. Excuses, excuses. I didn't think one of the top students would pull a blunder like this. Wow, she's coming across as a bitch right now, isn't she? It's not my fault. Wait, something doesn't make sense. Saki, If you knew this was going to happen, why didn't you stop her? A good point. I could have, but where's the fun in that? Her smile suddenly looks at all the more devious. This girl was pure evil. Why does this sort of thing always happen to me? Hikari lets out a groan as she attempts to pry herself free of the sticky substance that clings to her skin. I thought it was like acid. Be strong, Hikari. Our fun at the beach comes to a rather abrupt and messy end thanks to the unwanted guests having crashed into the party. Naturally, we couldn't just leave the slime there as it was so several more hours we spent in cleaning up to make the beach safer. It wasn't a fun job. At all. In fact, I think some of the slime must have still had some semblance of sentience to it, as it suddenly fought back against my best effort to sweep it back into the ocean. Man, I can't believe I had to spend a good portion of a day sweeping up goop off the beach. I can't blame Saki, though. It's not like she knew this was going to happen when she came up with the idea. But her insistence on watching Hikari make a mess of the thing didn't help matters. We trudged through the streets, the day well and truly gone. The sun sinks in the horizon, basking the world in a hazy orange glow. Nobody says anything. I can only see an exhausted face to either side of me. All the fuss at the beach really took it out of us. I don't think Hikari has even said more than a few words since she was first covered in slime. Despite the exhaustion, both of them seem to be on guard, their eyes scanning over the shadows as we continue on. Right. So far, with each walk home, Yuzuki has ambushed us. That deranged dark angel. It would only make sense if she were to swoop in while we were exhausted like this. It'd be an easy win. I don't even know if the girls have it in them to fight at the moment. But nothing. Nothing attacked us. No mad giggle from the shadows, no more monsters striking from the darkness. Just nothing. It's a bit hard to believe that after all that effort she went through in the past nights that she would simply just let us go this time around. Unless she's deliberately trying to get us to lower our guard and it's hidden further up ahead. I'm getting paranoid now. At the very least, I haven't made any more headaches since the slime at the beach, and usually they're the most intense when I'm confronted by Yuzuki for whatever reason. I'll trust my head. It seems to be the most reliable thing when it comes to these otherworldly encounters. We make it home, not a single dark angel in sight. I part ways with the girls with a lazy wave and a grunt, both of them responding with about the same level of enthusiasm. I think we all just want to pretend today didn't happen. Well, mostly Hikari. I sometimes get the feeling she'd probably be the one to remember it the most, however. The rest of the evening is a blur. I think I ate dinner at some point and maybe lazed around on the couch for a while watching a show. Can't really remember much about, but definitely finally crashing for the night. As I'm dragged into my dreams, I get the feeling that something terrible is lurking within them. Something I shouldn't ignore. But all I know is that I won't remember any of this moment when I wake up. That'd be healthy to wake up to. Morning arrives. Again. My head is killing me. Again. I'm going to go to bed earlier each night, yet somehow I feel more and more like garbage each time I wake up. I don't get it. The only difference today is that the usual cherry rays of this morning's sun are nowhere to be seen. In their place is the heavy sound of rain hammering against the window. Pulling back the curtains today just to be a gloomy day. Gray skies overhead casting a depressing shadow on the town below. The torrential downpour showing no signs of stopping anytime soon. Great. And I have to go out in the weather, in this weather and all. It's not going to be a fun day. That much I can already tell. I stretch and let out a drawn yawn before I stagger towards the bathroom. Is he going to knock? Wait. My hand hovers to the handle as I just about to stop myself from carelessly swinging the door open. That was a close one. I need to approach this situation carefully. Too many mistakes have been made before. I've been lucky to escape with my life before, but this might not be so forgiving the second time. Okay. Deep breaths. I can do this. I thumped the door a good several times with the back of my fist. Hello? Anyone in there? No response. But I've been fooled before. This proves nothing. I bang on the door again, even louder than the previous time. Nothing. Surely someone would have heard that if they were on the other side, which means it might be safe. I bring the door open a crack, just a little, and peer through. So far, so good. I continue to open the door just a little more and a little more, until I see it. A most wonderful sight takes my breath away. It's empty. It's so beautiful. It's enough to move a man to tears. The bathroom is actually empty for once. No wacky misunderstandings, no awkward stares. I can just freely use the bathroom today without the threat of being torn apart. And one of the girls is going to walk in now, I'm guessing. I waste no time in slipping inside and firmly locking the door. I even double, triple check the lock, something that should have been doing too, but always forgot. After a peaceful shower, I make my way down to the kitchen where Hikari and Sakura are waiting for me. It's an awful out there. Hikari gazes out the window, a look of disgust across her face. With a laundry list of things that annoy her, I guess it's no surprise she hates rain too. Do we really have to go to school today, Kenta? Oh, come on. It's just a bit of water. You're not gonna melt in it or anything. Saki grins dangerously as something sparkles in her eyes. Uh-oh. It's less harmful than the stuff you got covered in yesterday, anyway. She tries her best to suppress a giggle, but fails. Her laughter soon rocking the house. Conversely, Hikari is less than amused. Saki, can we just forget about that already? I was stupid. I made a mistake. Big deal. Flustered, Hikari stomps a foot towards her mischievous partner. Well, they haven't even reached school yet, and they're already arguing. I think that's a new record. Is their weekend only one day long or something? Because they went to the beach for a day. And then it's school again? That really sucks. And besides, I recall it was you who was on the verge of being expelled from the academy at some point with your antics. What can I say? They just don't appreciate a good joke. Joke? You almost blew up the entire... Realizing I am indeed still in the room, Hikari cuts herself short and clamps up. Aw. I guess I'll never be able to hear about this old school of theirs. The magical, the taught them how all they know. Let's just leave it at that for now and agree we both been stupid at times, okay? Okay. I really don't think I was that bad, though. Anyway, Kenta, how about I cook for us? No, absolutely not. But you didn't even let me. I don't need to. If it involves you stepping foot in the kitchen in any way, shape, or form, I already know my answer. This time I'll really be no. I'll be careful. No, girlfriend. You're being no. Yeah, I'm not letting her or Hikari in the kitchen again. Even if they do somehow manage to leave the kitchen standing, I'm sure whatever monstrosity they concoct would do more damage to me than any monster. Saki heaves a dramatic sigh, pursing her lips in a pout, and gives me a look that suggests I've been nothing but a massive disappointment to her. Ouch. Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. It doesn't last long, though, before our usually cheery expression takes over again. I think it must be impossible to truly upset this girl. After a little dose of excitement for the morning, I quickly prep a meal for the three of us before we set out into town to brave the storm. The rain shows no sign of letting up. It's hard to believe that the weekend was as bright and cheerful as it was, when dark clouds have completely eclipsed the sun overhead now. We have nothing but flimsy umbrellas to defend ourselves with, that just barely hold under their immense downpour. I have no doubts if we will even be able to make it to school dry. I'm not sure how it has gotten this bad all of a sudden. If it keeps up throughout the day, we might even have flooding to worry about. I feel a little silly for even having this cross my mind, but I can't help but feel this may be the lamenting in some way. The sign of things to come. I don't even know if it's been such nonsense, but I won't leave. I'm not sure how it'll go if it gets so bad. If it keeps up throughout the day, we might even have flooding to worry about. And for some reason I went back. Whoops. Let's get back to where it was. But it won't even leave my head no matter how hard I try. Looking back up at the skies, the clouds seem even more sinister than before. Ooh, those are dark clouds. Make it to school without drowning somehow. Woo! It was pretty intense out there. As we enter the classroom, Saki shakes herself dry, her hair swishing wildly right beside Hikari. Ugh, watch it. You're like a dog. She stops and blinks innocently, the last drops of water splashing to the ground. I can't tell if she's just playing dumb here or if she really did it by accident. That's what makes her so scary sometimes. Never mind. Hikari huffs and stomps off to her seat with the class just about to start. I fall asleep and crumple into my seat with a sigh.